The way this whole thing came down was I was on as the cover of a magazine talking about human-centered design. Not talking about design thinking yet, I was talking about human-centered design. And one of our friends, Zia, saw this thing and gave it to Hasso. And he very much got it right away. I mean, it was really something I think he was holding in the back of his head that was very important, but that he, you know, it's like something on your to-do list and you want to do it and you haven't done it yet, so you're really excited to get it done so you can cross it off. That's the way it kind of felt to me. And so, so very quickly, I mean, extremely quickly, he said, I'm in, let's do this, let's, you know, do. And he was very clear that he wanted to do this for Germany. Like, you know, even when he stood up in front of the president of the university at Stanford and in front of all the Stanford faculty, he said, I'm not doing this for Stanford, I'm doing this for Germany. We used to think we're going to get our big ideas by putting smart people around the table and somehow it'll come out of our heads, or that we'll invent a technology that will force on the rest of the world. But user-centeredness means we go and try to understand people, try to find their needs, especially non-obvious, latent kind of needs. We go and try to understand what they really want. Yeah, so for me, the kind of most important part of design thinking on one level is that they just have a methodology. I mean, just be mindful of how you create. If you think that the way that you have a big idea is you wait around and then like an angel comes and tells you the story, that's not very helpful, because you have to wait for the angel to come all the time when you want a big idea. Too often, I think people think of their creativity as kind of God-given, not as something that's a process that you can do. One of the most interesting things about the D School here is, in talking to people, and the D School in California, is what I call the eggs teach the chickens. You know, the students are teaching the faculty very clearly in both places because they're having these experiences, and a lot of the stuff is new to the world, so the students come back with ideas that the faculty has never had. Well, in coming here, I see lots of differences right away. I mean, one of the things is you see all the little nuances. You know, it's like when you fly a different airline, you notice whether the little thing bings or where the restroom, all the little different things, right? And so things stick out right away. Mostly it feels the same, which I'm very excited about, because what I care about the most in the Stanford D School is the feel, what it feels like for the students, and it feels very much the same here, so I think that's great. There are many improvements. There's improvements in the tables and the way things move and how the building works, and so it's great to see that the HPI here has actually made improvements upon what we did at Stanford, so that feels good to me.